The power of literature. Sequence 1. Introduction. Everyone agrees on the importance of words and the role they can play. Language transmits our thoughts, our vision, and our feelings. They encourage, stimulate, threaten, or despair. Literature has an unsuspected power, verified several times, stronger to tell the truth or a lie, to influence and or to change mentalities that journalism or other means of communication, and this even taught the fiction which often constitutes it. The history of world literature shows us the effects of certain works on society, a positive effect leading to improvement in the human condition, or, on the contrary, a negative effect going so far as to start wars. Sequence 2. Positive examples in the history of literature. How Victor Hugo and Émile Zola in France were able to reveal the truth of the society of their times and to bring about a consciousness that could improve society. Similarly, in England, Charles Dickens is a wonderful witness of his century through his works, or Leo Tolstoy in Russia and other writers from other parts of the world who became world famous for their literary masterpiece. Sequence 3. Victor Hugo's masterpiece, Les Misérables. The general idea of the novel Les Misérables is a political and social novel. It is an accurate depiction of life in poor France and Paris at the start of the 19th century. Its power is found in the observation that the author makes on human misery, suffering, the nature of man as well as injustice. Hugo also integrated the ideas of the French Revolution into his novel. Society continued to demand justice, equality, and law. Sequence 4. Negative examples in the history of literature. Can a book trigger one or more wars? It was through Mein Kampf that Adolf Hitler materialized his thoughts. We also remember Celine and her anti-Semitic pamphlets, or Uncle's Tom Cabin by Harriet Beecher Stowe, which, according to the former American president Abraham Lincoln, started the Civil War from 1861 to 1865. Sequence 5. Mein Kampf, book by Adolf Hitler. This book represents the story of the accession to power of one of the worst dictators in history that led to one of the worst wars and the extermination of a large part of the Jews of Europe. We do not advertise this book, still sold worldwide, but we give a book that analyzes the book and its diabolical ideas that brought Hitler to power in Germany in 1933 until his death in 1945. Sequence 6. Literature and journalism. The question of time is important, and literature has an advantage. She has a lot of time and perspective that journalism doesn't have. Journalism, however, needs to deliver information quickly, therefore lacks time and often gives a simplified, even simplistic idea of the truth through abbreviated, sometimes even false or distorted words. Play an essential role in this written or oral art of persuasion and the latter case, and therefore they also occupy an important place in the manufacture of fake news and disinformation of all times and not only today. Sequence 7. A definition of fake news. Fake news, although it has existed for a long time, is amplified today by modern means of communication. They are, therefore, the result of modern revolutionary technologies, social networks, and a certain press and advertising. In the existing literature, there are several definitions of fake news which are considered false information that can be verified as such.